So of course, y'all know that I did the prop firm account. And when I say now in hindsight, if I had $100, would I do the prop firm or would I just trade it? I think I would just trade it. And when I say did, I mean, well, I got breached. So for here, for my total account, the total account exceeded the allotted amount, which it's very confusing as far as, maybe I'm not just that smart, I don't know. As far as the rules go, I knew I couldn't lose more than 4% in a day, which is this, and it does a countdown and everything. So I'm thinking, oh, that's cool. 4% in a day, that would be, I could lose $200 the first day. Then the second day, what is that? 48. So let's put this here. So this is what I thought I could lose the first day. Let's see here. And then it would be down to 4,800 times 4%. Then the next day, I thought I could lose 192. So again, there's a maximum limit that you can lose, which is 4% per. I thought it was per day, but it's per account. I'm assuming, or at least that's what I'm thinking, because, well, the first day I lost, I think it was, what was it, $11, something like that, and then the very next day, I went hard. I was like, you know what? I'm trading with a little bit of money, $100, $200. Let me trade with 4,000. Let me trade with, almost the account. And if I lose the 4%, well, I didn't know it was going to be like, that was it. I thought that was my max that I could do until I bring it down. Because I'm figuring, again, I don't know any of this. The first time I've ever done anything like this. And, to me, it's super, super cool. Let's just say okay to that. And let's make this a little thicker. So what I'm thinking, the account to buy it is $55. But I added plus $5 so that I could get more money back because I'm planning to win. So what I ended up doing was I ended up paying $60 for my account to potentially get funded. Now, what I'm thinking, this taking out 4% and then taking out 4% per day, I'm thinking what it's doing, let's go 60 times 4%, $2. So what I'm thinking it's doing is it's taking out from my money here. And it's doing this to where my $60 or $55 goes to zero. Hence my $4,000, $5,000 goes to zero. That's what I was thinking. Boy, was I wrong. See, Road Dog, what's up, my friend? What's up? This is cool. Been wondering what these things are. Yeah. So the actual exchange is extremely confusing at first, but after playing with it for a few hours and having people that kind of already use the breakout firm, they would like they were showing me, oh, you got to double click this and you got to do this and this, and so that they helped me out tremendously. Do I like it? I do. It's in my opinion, it's really cool. I just wish it was more clear on how it works, or at least I wish there was videos on how it works. But for right now, because this is what I was thinking, that my $60 equaled $5,000. They allowed me to lose 4% a day. That's what the discounter, to me, it doesn't say 4% total can be lost. So let's say the first week I lose 1%. And then let's say the second week I lose 3%. Well, then there's my account. It's done. Granted, I'm, winning in the process, but if I take it below, I'm assuming the $5,000, 4% underneath that, I'm assuming that's when it gets cut off, because I would hate to think I build it up to the 5,000. I build it up to, let's say 8,000, and then I lose 4%. The way I think this is structured, I lose everything. If you've done this, let me know. So 4% a day or 6% total. Yeah, so that's what I did, 6%, because my loss was actually 250. So that's my 6%. So for Clay the Great, since I guess he knows this, let's say we brought this up to 8,000. If I lost 4% in a day, would it wipe out all of my money? I'm assuming so, because I searched breach on Breakout, and it said that you can still withdraw your money up to like 7 days or something like that. So I'm thinking, you know, how can you have money if your thing was breached? So that's what I'm thinking. So the thing is, you just got to win. You just got to win. For this one, I went very, very hard, because again, I was playing with the $100, $500. I think a grand. And then I was like, okay, I can lose 4%. Let's roll the dice. And no. See here, on the main page, there's a chat bot. Oh, okay. Ask it. I think it's use the AI. Okay. Very good. Yeah. So yeah. So would I try it again? I will. Now I kind of know, because this to me is extremely misleading. Maximum daily loss, and it resets. It's like, okay, cool. But yeah, I didn't know about that 6% total. I knew 4% in a day, but I'm thinking, okay, you lose 4% in a day, it makes you stop trading. I didn't know that was. No, I think I did know that was a breach. So what I was trying to do was, when I was doing my stop loss, I would make sure that it was either 1% or less for my risk. And but yeah. But so for this one, it was it's a learning process though. It's a learning process on how this stuff works. But I honestly thought that it was like taking this down, my $60, to, and I wouldn't say zero, but I'd say at least to like $20. So what would the math be on this? 5,000 times 5%, 250. Okay. So total is, you can lose is 250 from this 5,000. But then once you get to like 10,000, see, that makes it confusing. I mean, it'd be easier if they had like a math thing here, to where it says, you know, you've lost 1%, you've gained 7%, you lost 4%, you lost, but it gives you like a running balance of, oh man, like you better watch out, because your total now, you've lost 4.1% with all your wins and gains. Let's see here. JB says, if your equity included any open positions reaches or exceeds your maximum daily loss limit. Yeah. So, and that's what actually happened. I was in some trades, and then it went, I think it made a noise, and all of my accounts, all of my trades were gone. It's like, hey, what happened? Like I was doing, you know, there was two of them that I was doing really well on, and one that was getting in my, not close to my stop loss, but it was losing money. And everything went. It's like, what happened? I said, maybe just, I don't know. So I tried to do it again. It says your account is breached. I thought, okay, I gotta wait a day. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I thought this counter was. Okay, well, let me wait. But then I looked it up. I was like, oh, it's this. Okay. It is permanent close. Get out of here. Thank you for your money. But it's a good learning lesson. And will I do it again? Sure. 100%. I think now I know a little bit more. So this is something that's needed for everybody. Just kind of understanding how it works. I'm pretty sure if I read like the pages and pages and pages of questions, I would have understood this. I would have liked to just have something like on the homepage explain it in very easy to simple understand terms, but I couldn't find that. But it's all learning. It's all learning. But yes, so my account is breached. So this is no more. This is no more. But we'll try it again probably. I don't know, maybe later this week, maybe today, maybe next week. I don't know. We'll try it. We'll see it again. All right. Let's see here. And the one that got me was ton. When it's, I think when it reached all up here and started coming down, I was trying to front run instead of waiting, trying to front run the pullback because I think it's going to come down. And then it was doing good, and then bloop. Oh man. And then here I did it going down, and here I made some nice money coming down and started coming up, boop, as stop in profit. And then started doing this number. I think I did it again here. No, because I think I got stopped out again. Oh, here. Because I was trading on a 5-minute time frame. Here, because it was that double top. I was like, oh, it's coming down. Let me enter. I entered. Boop. Oh, man. Then here, started rolling over. This one I didn't take. Because, I mean, I got stopped out over here, thinking it was going to go down. So this one I didn't take. Then this one I did take. Once it started coming down, I entered a lower high. Hopefully, and we were already breaking this trend line. Coming down, I was like, oh, man, I got to watch out for this. And I started doing it. Like, oh, nice, nice. And then, but I ended up moving my stop loss really tight. Maybe, no, not there. I moved on my stop. So I was in profit. And then I tried it again. I think here as I was trying to roll over on a lower time frame, and then bloop, stopped out. But I was trying to go for this short, and it didn't do it. I'm sure if I would have, could have, should have, would have. If I would have left my trade open here and not moved my stop loss, it's just I was gonna lose too much money if I did get stopped out. So I moved it down, and I saw this huge dump. So then I moved it down really close and taking some profits, and then it reversed. Let's see here. Road Dog says, can you still trade some account until it's disabled? No, you can't trade anymore. Now, could I? So even though my one account is disabled, yes, you can pay again, and it gives you another account, and then you can play. And then if that one gets disabled, then you can do it again and again. You can do it as many times as you want until you get funded. And then, so here's the question: after you get funded, are you still under those rules of the 4% or 5%? That's a good question. You know, to where you lose your whole account after you get funded. I would like to know that, if y'all know that. So here, you still have a little wiggle room left, right? No. So once it's disabled, I mean, once it's breached, that's it. So it took the $60 that I put in. So we'll see. Yes. Okay. That doesn't. Yes to what? Yes. So So here's the question. So it can. So I just repeat the question. So let's say we get the account funded. We get the account funded, and we lose 4% or even 5% in a day. Or total. Let's say we lose 5% total, not in a day, but total after we get funded. We lose 5% total. Do you lose your accounts? I think Clay the Great said yes, but I just need clarification. Oh, the same rules apply. Wow. Okay. Oh man, that's tough then. I tell you what though, I think it's good because that's something that's needed to where it makes sure that you're honed in on your skills. Yeah, and as far as tough, it's like kind of like tough luck. Like you got it up to like 50,000, and then you had a bad trade. It's like, oh, there goes your money. Now, granted, if you've made money, you can still cash out, so that's good. Timing 2 Leader says, I learned it is not to have a platform like that. It's kind of like if you were just doing leverage on a regular account and you put $100 in there, and then see, but there's so many there's so many things that like as a trader, I would like to know. One, I would like to know what type of leverage I'm using on these entries that I'm doing. I would also like to see the percentage of the up and down, not just the money that I'm either up or down. Man, there's so many things. I would like to click on the name in my watch list and it show up on the thing instead of there's a lot of stuff that I would like for it to do, but yeah, there's a lot of confusing things now thinking about it. You know, would I rather put $100 into an account to where I can actually see my number going up and down, my true number, and if I lose that 100, I lose that 100, or go on a prop firm and pay $60 or whatever it is and not really know? So there's a question for you. So here's a question, like, should I, because I was thinking about doing it again, but right now Tommy 2 Liters, he just kind of like turned on a light bulb. Would I rather do $100 into my MEXC or whatever, and I can actually see my money coming up and down so I can manage my risk a little bit better than doing it on the prop firm to where I'm literally blindfolded because I don't know like what's going on really. There's so many things that in my opinion could be better. Am I making excuses? Definitely not. It was fun. It was a lot of fun doing it, but I have more control on here and I can see my money. I can see if I'm in danger of being liquidated. I can see my $100 go to 40, go to 10. It's like, oh crap. Versus here, you know, I'm thinking I can do 4% a day. Granted, I didn't want to do that, but you know, just playing around with the things and seeing what it was doing or whatever. So even if I did, so in order like for me to do that, I noticed that when I was trading with $100, the risk was like 0.1% or whatever, versus, you know, the $4,000 and where I had my stop loss, that was 1%. So I don't know. I got to think about it more though. See, you should read the FAQ question, the thing. There are a lot of good information. Yeah, I don't like reading, man. I want to have one. I like a website where it has the top questions, and the top questions are, you know, how do you lose your money? How do you lose the account? That's one question. Another question, how do you cash out? Another question, can you do it multiple times? And then if you do get breached, can you still take in your money? So there's 4 questions that should, in my opinion, be on the website. Very plain, easy to do when you're signing up, in my opinion, instead of clicking on the frequently asked questions and then seeing all these questions. It's too much. It's too much. But like if that $60 was like really, really like crazy, vital important to me, one, I wouldn't be trading, but like I'd definitely be like reading everything for, but it's like, you know what? I'll just try it, push some buttons, see what happens. But a lot of people help me out though. A lot of people help me out saying, you know, the format, because the format, man, I think also that format was made by traders. No, because traders would know like things to make trading easier. See here, were your subs getting hit a lot? Yes. Yeah. I was doing more because I was just playing around, seeing what the buttons did. I was doing more of the really tight stop losses. I was doing more scalp trading. I do more scalp trading. So I'd get my stop loss hit 0.1, 0.5, 0.05. I just really tight stop losses. But I guess all of those added up. Because let's say I get my $100 up to $500. And I lose 50% of that, which is horrible. I still have 50% of it. Versus if I took the $5,000 account and put it to, you know, whatever, 10,000, 20,000, and then I lost 4% of it, then I lose all that money, you know? So it's like, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I would do it again. It was a fun experience. My Breakout firm account that I was applying for, where is it? Yeah. Mainly because I didn't understand all this stuff. And then towards the very last day, I was like, you know what? I can lose 4% in a day, but it's total. I didn't, because this right here, this countdowner, this just kind of reiterated, oh, you can lose 4% in a day, then it resets, then you can lose 4% again, you know, taking down your $60 or $55 that you initially put in. Now it's down to 52, 48, 40. And so that's what I was thinking. But no, the way it works is you have a total of 5%. So if you lose your 5%, you lose your total account. So let's do that math. So let's just say I did the $55 times 5%. So if I were to, because what I'm doing is I'm making it equal like my regular trading MEXC futures, whatever. So if I'm trading with $55 on my MEXC account, if I lose $2.75, my entire account is wiped. Now that sounds kind of silly, but that's exactly what's happening here, where you have your $55, you get the account, they give you $5,000, but you can only lose 5% of that $5,000. Now I didn't know it was like total 5%. So let's just say a few weeks go by and you're making a few percentage, and then you have a bad day and you lose 3%. Well, if you've already lost 2% your first week, and then you lose 3% that day, your entire account's gone. Yeah, I don't know if I like that anymore.